Hey, we're back in business. It's been so long. I feel like it's probably been like 2 weeks since I did this. I didn't have a nice buffer of videos for when I went on vacation, but it's whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm a little bit sick. I shouldn't have drank all the chemicals under the sink. Maybe I wouldn't have been so sick if I didn't do that. My dogs are barking in the background. Really, nothing has changed at all. Nothing has changed at all. My dogs are ruining all of my recordings, as they love to do. But yeah. So came back from Florida. My God, that's actually so annoying. It's really annoying. I'm gonna pause the recording to yell at them. Okay, I'm back. I yelled at them. Hopefully they'll behave. Probably not, because the dynamic between my dogs is very, very dumb. Basically, I just have one dog that's just extremely dumb. That's Jesse. Jesse's an idiot. He doesn't know how to play. He just yells. He just barks at the little dog, which is Willie. So yeah, he just gets mad that he gets fucked with, and he just like cries and shit. And then Willie's just like, hee hee, get fucked. And then, like, you know, he's a little puppy, basically. He's only like a year old. So, you know, he just does that. And then Jesse's like, no, stop. But like, he doesn't actually like fight back, despite being like 3 times his weight. And like easily being able to like mess him up if you wanted to. But yeah, he's just a coward. And he'll just like bark so much that like his vocal cords, like, it sounds like he's like gonna throw up. He's like, ah. It's so gross, and it's just like so annoying. Like, your problems are purely self-inflicted. Like, I do not have any pity for you. Well, no, I pity him, but I don't have any sympathy for him, I guess. So yeah, he just, you know, I took him into my room because I'm like, okay, clearly you can't just exist without, you can't remove yourself from the situation, so I'll remove you. And then he just walks around and he just walks right back into the room to get fucked with again. So they're probably gonna start up again, especially because this video is like an hour long. So this is gonna be a big behemoth of a fucking video. Right now we're doing the boss rush up until the final boss, I think. Or maybe there's a final boss after this. I don't really remember. It's been 2 weeks. My voice is still a little bit off, I think. It sounds off to me. Whether sounds off to everybody else, I don't know. But it sounds off to me. But yeah. So pretty much my trip to Florida was really easy. I fell asleep for most of it. But yeah, like we had a long layover in Baltimore. Baltimore was pretty cool. At least like the airport. We didn't actually get to go anywhere. Well, I mean, we could have, but we didn't. But Baltimore airport is way cooler than our airport. Like, they got like a whole giant food court and stuff, and I don't even know if we have a food court. I think I just found it on the way back, but you know, I've been there like 5 times or something. I've never seen the food court before. So that was quite a quite a revelation, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, Baltimore was cool. When we went to Florida though, like, there was like 6 wheelchairs going on to like the flight, and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely reaffirming my my predisposition that I had of Florida being like the old people state. Like, I was not very excited to go to Florida just because, like, I kind of like every time I've been to Florida, it's just been kind of like not amazing, cause like I don't know, like every time I've went, it's like go stay with your grandma, and it's like, man, I don't want to like, you know, a family of 4 going to stay with like their grandparents. It's like they probably don't have enough space to accommodate for that many people comfortably. Everyone ends up sleeping on like an air mattress or something, which, you know, it works, but it's not preferable. So it's always been kind of like subpar of an experience. Yeah, I really need to do these without yawning. Challenge impossible. It's because my energy is just so it's just so low energy. But yeah, lots of old people going to Florida, and flights weren't too bad. Trip wasn't too bad. It was a lot nicer staying with my parents in their condo, because it was like, you know, we all had like rooms we could stay in, me and my sister, so that was really nice. And the living space was pretty comfortable for, you know, 4 people. It could probably have, like, I feel like 4 was like the perfect amount. Like any more might have been like unideal. Even though like it probably would have been able to work fine, but 4 was like the perfect number. So it wasn't like super cramped or anything like I feel like it always seemed to be whenever I would go to Florida. But got sick in Florida, so we kind of lost like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 days of like events basically. But, you know, it's whatever. It wasn't too bad because we all kind of got sick, so we were all just kind of like, bleh, we're just zombies, like watching movies and stuff, which, you know, that's kind of like, it's kind of like my element basically. So, yeah. We went to like Orlando to like a bar, like a sports bar, and I was like so mad the whole time. Like, I don't know, I just don't like when people are super passionate about sports. I don't know why. It just feels like really obnoxious to me, and we're pretty much just like in the epicenter of that. And I'm just like, please shut up, please. So I was just mad as hell like the whole time I was in Orlando, and that's where I got sick, probably from the fucking sports bar, because I was feeling it in like the next day when we went to like this little like Disney thing. And yeah, the Disney thing was kind of cool. It wasn't like, you know, a normal thing where like, I forget what it was called. It was, I don't know, it had like a bunch of like shops and stuff, and like that was pretty much it, like restaurants and shops and stuff. And that seemed more like a place for adults rather than like, you know, rides and stuff. Like nobody really wants to like wait like an hour or 2 hours to ride like Buzz Lightyear's ride to fucking Jupiter. Like, I mean, like, it's probably cool, and like all the Disney rides I've been on have been cool, but it's like, is it 2 hours worth of waiting cool? I don't know. Not so certain about that. But yeah, sorry about the coughs. I tried to cough away from the mic. I don't know if it is good enough. But yeah, got a bit of a cough, sore throat. That's mainly it at this point. Like sometimes I'd be blowing my nose, but that's also just kind of been my life for like the past 23 years of my life. I've just been blowing my nose constantly. So, you know, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I was like really hot and like sweaty, and sometimes I'd like get cold, like it'd go back and forth, but that seems to be pretty much over. Oh yeah, I got a new phone in Florida as like an early Christmas present, and it kinda ended up fucking up so much stuff. Like, all these like mobile authenticators like on your phone, like whether it's like Google or like Microsoft. Like I had both of those, and then since the motherfucker took my SIM card, they're like, do you want to trade in your phone for 25 bucks? I should have just said no, but I was like, meh, I don't have anything like photos or videos that I really need. Like, you know, it's not gonna be a big deal. You know, I can just download all my apps again, but all the authenticators, oh my god, it fucked everything up. I know like something with like the government, like a government account is connected to an authenticator, and that's probably gonna be a pain in the ass whenever I need to access that again. And more importantly, like my work stuff uses like authenticators, so I can't check my email. I probably won't be able to log in on Monday, so you know, I'm excited for however the fuck that's gonna work out. It should work out fine because obviously I'm an employee and obviously that's me, but like I had to go to like support and like work this shit out, and I feel like support isn't open when I come into work, so that's gonna be fun. I hope I'm not just twiddling my thumbs for like 4 hours waiting for them to open up, or however long it'll be. I think we just died. I don't know what happened. I think Fuyuhiko died, and I think he was our main healer, so we're kind of just like fucked. I think progress saves for all those bosses that you fight again, and you just have to fight the bosses that you lost to. I think I don't remember, but yeah, yeah, definitely make sure you get your SIM card back. I didn't think it'd be a problem, but it ended up being a problem. I was locked out of my Discord account for the duration of the trip, which really sucked. I was like extra bored. So yeah, I didn't have all like the servers that I could check on. Like I got like, you know, my main servers that I'm super active in and like I talk to everybody in, as well as like my DMs. And then I've got like, you know, the extended family of like Discord servers that like, you know, I'll sometimes like I'll lurk, but I won't post. So I didn't have any of that. I was just on Twitter the whole time, and I don't really be posting on Twitter. I just kind of be reading stuff, and like, I don't know, it's so hard to like not respond to like dumbass shit all the time. Like reading all that Twitter and like going in the comments, it's like, you know, I could say about how like I disagree and why, and like lay out my thoughts in an like a well-written way, but it doesn't matter. They're not gonna care. Nobody cares. It's a waste of your time. Just don't do it. Don't argue in the comments. Honestly, if you don't have something like neutral or like funny or like positive to say, then just don't say it. Don't say anything controversial or negative unless you just feed off of that hateful energy, which, like, you know, I get that. You know, no shade on this side. You know, I understand that all too well. But yeah, that's the type of shit I would do on like Dark RP on like Gary's mod. And it kind of, I feel like there's still kids growing up on Gary's mod, which kind of makes me like feel better about myself, because like, you know, it's reassuring, I guess, is more accurate. Like, I was probably like 14. No, that's probably too young. I was probably like 16, or like, I don't know. I was somewhere in high school playing TTT all the time. And now all these kids, I feel like TTT is kind of more shit than it was before. But TTT's always been kind of shit. I guess I'll explain TTT a little bit more in case someone doesn't know what it is. But TTT stands for Trouble in Terrorist Town. It's a game in Gary's mod. Gary's mod is basically like the Roblox of like Steam. It kind of just has like every game in it except Roblox has even more stuff because Gary's Mod is old and Roblox is probably just as old but more well kept and supported and lucrative. But yeah, TTT is basically Among Us 1 before Among Us came out. You would just kill people. People would be like secret traders. They knew who they were. It is basically the uninformed majority versus the informed minority, and they have to, you know, kill people through deception, and they'd get like specific like tools, like they could buy a knife using credits to like one-shot somebody. And pause for tea sip. Yeah, so you just have to kill everybody, or some maps had like specific objectives that you'd complete to either win as innocents or win as the traitors. But yeah, that was a lot of my so I feel like summers, like some games are just like a summer, like Town of Salem. I played that a lot for a summer. But TGT, I feel like, was probably like 2 years, like consistently or something. Like it felt like a long time. But I think like TTT was kind of like the MMO experience that I never had. It's the closest thing to, because I'd play on the same server, hang out with like the same dudes. There were people that were like, you know, like way better at like specific things than I was, you know, bunch of funny guys, and there was, you know, a chain of power, like admins, moderators, fucking shit like that. I feel like a lot of TTT servers, they have like this loot box like shit where like each like you could open a loot box and potentially get like a weapon that is just straight up better than what other people get, which like is kind of fucking lame. Like that's such a direct advantage over other people, but at the same time, like when I was playing TTT, this wasn't how it always was, and this was very specific to the server that I played on, which was called NNJG, which stands for No Nerds, Just Geeks, which is kind of a dumb dumb group name, but it doesn't really matter. The abbreviation is good enough. So yeah, so on that server, there was a point shop, and you could pay $2 just one time to support the server, and you would get like there were like server credits that would let you buy like power-ups and stuff, like low gravity, more health, I can't think of like the other stuff. A lot of it was like cosmetics. But yeah, so you could do that, and then eventually they introduced this stuff called magic, and the magic started out pretty innocent enough. I think there was the blue magic that it just gave you a double jump, which was really nice. Okay, we're gonna take a step back a little bit. What was really cool about the server was they had like a little bit of like a parkour thing where you had like you could holster your weapons normally in TTT. So when you do that, you'd have your hands out and you could like climb up walls, sort of. Basically, how it worked was you'd have your normal basic jump, and then if you left clicked into a wall that you were like right up against and looking at, you'd do like one extra little jump, and then you could do another one, and then a third, and then you couldn't do anything more than that. But if you're close to the end of, or the edge of like a ledge, like if you could like you could basically just like grab onto the ledge with right click, and you could do this at any point. I don't know if you could put away your hands and take out your gun while you're doing that. It's possible, but yeah, that made just like, you know, when you're an innocent, there's not much to do other than to like, you know, climb around, not get yourself killed. Sometimes climbing around would get yourself killed, and that was kind of funny. But you could also kind of like get out of the map at some areas and like access routes that like weren't intentional, and that was like a lot of fun. That was like what that probably is what made the server worth playing on in the first place, because you know you could just climb around and just like, you know, be a little crackhead while you're just waiting to die. Because when you play TTT, a lot of times there'd be like some random shitter that just won't kill anybody. They're waiting for the perfect moment, but it'll just never come, so they end up waiting out the clock forever. So you're just kind of like twiddling your thumbs waiting for like the guy that you pretty much know is the last traitor. But the way the server worked was you needed it was like an innocent till proven guilty type of thing, where if you couldn't tell that somebody was a traitor, then you weren't allowed to kill them without it being like punishable. And like the server was like well moderated and stuff, and like you could vote kick people. Like if there's no mods online, you could just vote kick somebody who's like RDMing, which is random death matching, which is like killing people without any proof. And like I was playing just like a little bit before CNanners started playing it, and then CNanners kind of like made it blow up, and people would just like, you know, he would, since he's playing with his friends, like it doesn't really matter, like they're just trying to make funny things happen. So he would just go in and be like, I think it's you, and then just dome his friend for like no reason. And people would like look at that and they're like, wow, that's so funny, that's so fun, like I want to play that. And then they'd play it like that, and then they would end up getting in trouble, and they'd be like, why I don't understand why you're banning me. He was the traitor, so you know it's not RDM because he was the traitor, and you know I guessed it right. And it's like, but you still didn't know that. There was still no proof that you could see. So yeah, it was very much like by the books, and I feel like that made it more enjoyable. Because like if you just kill people randomly, then it's like, I don't know, like it's not that fun. Like you could frame people as like a traitor and be like, oh, it's this guy, I just watched him kill the guy. And then they'd be like, no, it wasn't me. And then like maybe the innocents would like kill that guy, and you basically just got like a free kill out of it, even though like, you know, now you're pretty much outed as a traitor. That's basically like a 1-for-1 right there. But sometimes, you know, that's like the best you could do, and every kill counts. And a lot of it was what I like about it more than like Among Us is like people that are good at Among Us, like I kind of don't trust you. Like, bro, you're willing to lie to your friends, like in this zero, like there's no stakes whatsoever, like you have no reason to lie, but it's like you're willing to just lie to your boys like that just to like win the game. Like that's sus. Like that's sus in real life. Like I might not look at you the same way. So I'm kind of glad that me and my friends didn't get into Among Us like that. I know I played a little bit with my friend Johnny. He had like a work group that was playing, and like off of playing like Among Us with them, like I kind of just like hated a couple of them. Like I think there was this dude like named Brian or something, and I just hated Brian. I'm like, this dude's a little fucking loser bitch. Like I feel like Among Us just has the capability of tearing people apart, tearing groups apart. And that's not healthy. That's not a healthy game to be playing. But like in TTT, you could be like a little liar and do stuff like that, or you could just trust in your ability to like sneak around and outplay your opponents via like gunplay and like clever use of trader moves. So that's why I liked TTT a lot better. And I wish there would be like a modern version of TTT, because I feel like the biggest thing setting it back from being like a game that is worth playing is how like awful the hit registration in Gary's mod is. Like, it's just really clunky and laggy, and it just kind of feels bad to play. Like, sometimes you are almost certain you headshot a guy and then he just lives and then kills you, and you just feel like you didn't deserve that. But you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles, brother. But yeah, I'm glad that there's still people playing Gary's mod. Now it's probably all Dark RP and fucking Clone Wars RP, and everyone's just role playing and shit. Dude, I don't know what's up with, bro. Kids love role playing. I don't know. That's kind of, I mean, I guess it's not that weird. Motherfuckers be playing house and playing like, you know, whatever. They be playing make believe. But yeah, I remember in Sven co-op, I think it was maybe it was Team Fortress Classic. You know, despite being 23, I'm kind of like a Steam boomer. But yeah, I think it was Team Fortress Classic. They had like custom player models you could equip. Team Fortress Classic was awesome. I'd talk about it a little bit more in depth than other times, probably, maybe. Actually, I mean, I got time. Nah, it's whatever. This video is not even like halfway over. But yeah, in Team Fortress Classic, there was all these Sonic characters, and I definitely at some point have like role played as like, I think like Tails or something. Tails sounds about right to me. I don't know who was there. It's probably like Amy, Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic, if I were to guess. I was probably more of like a Tails type beat. But yeah, I can just like remember one map that was kind of like GM Big City but shit. GM Big City but small. What just happened in this video? I don't know what just happened. I'm going back in time. Wait, so I beat him? No, I died. I died. Okay, that's tough. That's tough. That's definitely tough. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I remember like GM Big City but shit, and I don't remember anything that I did. I just know that I was Tails, and I probably roleplayed as Tails or something. I don't know. Team Fortress Classic was awesome though. I feel like all of my best gaming experience were like being a part of like some group. Like in Counter-Strike Source, I was part of this group called FNG, which is like, that's like a military thing, which like stands for like fucking new guy or something like that. So I don't know why they wanted that to be their clan, but that was fun. They had surf servers. I think that's where I first learned to surf. So surf was always kind of weird. Like there was like RPG surf, where like killing people or doing damage would let you level up, and you could like have low gravity, or like, I don't remember exactly, but there were all these weird abilities you could have, and it was kind of like, I kind of don't like it, because very much like the problem I have with modern TTT, where the rich get richer and the poor, they have to get richer. They don't get poorer, but they just kind of get stomped on until they invest the time to, you know, actually have the tools to fight back. It's not like a, you know, it's not like you have to, I don't know. It's not like fair to like people just starting out. And it's like, that's basically, you basically just prey on people who are just starting out. And that kind of sucks, but you know, it's not that bad, I guess. You could just play something else. But yeah, I never really cared for that. I was probably a high level because I played a lot back in the day. I was probably no older than like 10. But yeah, so there was that. There was I don't know, there might have been climb maps, maybe. I don't know. But there was zombie survival, and that was where I like to be. This is one zombie survival map. It's named like Zilla Panic. That's the OG, the classic zombie survival. Everyone would buy the heavy machine gun. You would basically make like a little fort using like these big heavy vending machines. One person would be like patient zero. They'd have like a bajillion health. They'd be a little zombie. They have a bajillion health, and then you gotta go in there and try and kill them. Just basically just throwing yourself at these guys until, you know, the numbers eventually are on your side and you can take them over. That was my bread and butter. That was a lot of fun, I think. I remember it had to have been fun if I played it all the time. But yeah, that one I remember pretty vividly. So Counter-Strike Source, Team Fortress Classic. I think I played on a bunch of servers really, but there was a lot of like adventure maps that were a lot of fun. And then there was this like Ent mod server where you basically, it was basically like you just like built shit using like blocks and shit that were on the map. There's specific maps for it, and that was also a lot of fun because you could just build anything, man. You could build anything in that. You can make shit move. You could make teleporters. You could make, if you were an admin, you can make like miniguns and like spawn zombies and shit, I think. I don't really remember exactly, but yeah, that was a really good time. No Nerds Just Geeks in Gary's mod was a really good time because I'd play on the same server with all the same people. Like, dude, I think like I have 150 people on Steam or something, probably maybe even more. I feel like 100 of them are all just people from that server, from that time frame. Like, I remember so many of them so well. There was Clay, who was always drunk and yet he still was so good at the game. There was Mini Don, who was just cracked out of his mind. There was Neo Killer, who taught me that you could use the Magneto Rod on the car and then fucking throw it at somebody, but like 99% of the time you would die. And you could also attach it to the C4, which normally can't move, but if you attach it to the C4, you could throw the C4 across the map and basically like airstrike somebody, which is kind of awesome. But also if you fuck it up, you die. And also if you get caught walking around carrying a C4, that's grounds enough to just kill you. So, you know, there's some risk reward to that. Neo Killer was awesome. There was like there was so many different subgroups. Excuse me. There was oh my god, what is his name? Studge. Studge was a real character. He talked like this and he had like this lisp, and then turns out that It was just somebody putting on a character for like however long, like 2 years. He was just putting on this voice every time he would go to play. Like that's that's so crazy. That's it's like who could have known? Like that's so extra. That's such a time commitment. But Studge was awesome. Studge was super nice. Like there's no way he couldn't tell that I was like some stupid ass little like 14-year-old. But yeah, I remember talking to him about making a Studge movie and like the cast of the Studge movie. Like he'd be the main character obviously. And all these like different like personalities of the clan that would be in the movie. Okay, I beat the final boss. The ultimates have disappeared though. Hope comes again or something. I think this recording is behind. Or no. Wait, is it ahead? I think it's behind. It's behind actually. Yeah, we're watching the credits. Alright, we're gonna pause the video until the times line up again. We're gonna resync up. We're resyncing up. Because I went back in time to see what happened, and it turned out I died. We're resynced up. But yeah, thank God that this fucking enemy is dead. The final boss. I don't think I have anything left to do. There might be like a secret boss. I don't think I have to fight any of the optional mini bosses. I don't think I have to do any of that. Thankfully. But yeah. So this is done. Okay, Monokuma has appeared on the 100th floor. Okay. Clear save data? I don't know what that means. Clear save data. Like, is it gonna like wipe it so I can do this again? Or does it want me to, or is it like clear? Like you cleared the game, save the data? Like I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know if I am supposed to have a teleport to floor 100. I don't really know. I don't think I technically reached floor 100. But let's find out, I guess. I don't know. Should I save? I don't know, I'm gonna sip some fucking tea. Worst case scenario, we just fight him again. I guess we'll find out when we get to fucking floor 99 again. I don't know why I have my cursor out. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'm doing something on Steam. Or maybe, I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Anyways. What else we got cooking? Let them cook. What do we got? Not a whole lot, like, not a whole lot. I have some, like, topics written down. Okay, we'll talk about Airbnb. I just have a document that's just alt channel topics. So, yeah. I think like if you host like an Airbnb, like first thing you do, you connect to the Wi-Fi. But I think it'd be kind of cool if you like had like an Airbnb like escape room, like, oh, you want the Wi-Fi code? You gotta answer my riddles 3. What is brown and sticky? And then you go to like the toilet and then you like flip open the lid and there's a sticky note that says, okay, but what is yellow and has holes only sometimes but doesn't have holes the other time? I don't know, shit like that, and just like make it like a escape room where you gotta like do all this random bullshit to get the Wi-Fi code, and you gotta like explore the house and the rooms and stuff. But also at the same time, I guess I wouldn't really want people to like, you know, what if they just start going through like random shit that I kind of don't want them to go through, or they like really mess the place up looking for the code. But I guess at like the same time, you could just be like, you know, on the back of like the note, just have it like, okay, but like if you want the Wi-Fi code like right now, it just like flip it over, like flip this note over onto the back, and then you can just have the Wi-Fi code. But I feel like that'd be kind of cool. But also, I guess sometimes you get to the Airbnb and you don't, you know, you're probably not there just to stay at the house. You probably got shit you want to do. You're probably there for a reason, not just like to vacation. But I would never do that probably, unless I like owned real estate in a place that was important, because where I live ain't really a whole lot of shit going on that is at least worth traveling to. But yeah, I feel like that could be kind of funny. It also kind of fun, but also kind of annoying. You know what else is annoying? Birds. Birds are pretty annoying, and birds also they like get really massive. Like we saw so many like giant birds. Like seagulls are pretty big. We saw some seagulls eating some bread behind my parents' condo. We also saw a fucking bald eagle. God bless America, land of the free, home of the brave. God bless. We saw a giant ass bald eagle. That was pretty cool. But we also saw, I think they're pelicans. I don't know, but yeah, pelicans are fucking big, and they be like, they'll like tuck their wings back, and you see like their big ass shoulders, and you're like, ugh. It's kind of gross. Why does this bird got bigger shoulder muscles than I do? It's fucked up. Man, I haven't been to the gym in like 2 weeks. I've been slacking. You know, I could have gone to the gym on Saturday or today, Sunday. But, I don't know, man. I'm still kind of feeling under the weather. I feel like I might as well just wait until I am not sick to go. Like, I've already been slacking like this much, but I guess that's also probably like a loser mentality. Also, I'm probably gonna have to like renew my membership shit, which like I should really just stop renewing it every month and just do like a yearly plan or something. The original idea was just have my friend show me the ropes until I feel like I'm knowledgeable enough to hold my own at like my own gym, because there's one like right like a stone's throw away from my house that like makes sense to go to, but also like I don't know, it's fun to go with my friend. I like going to the gym with my friend Max, but I don't know, it does kind of suck that it's like a 15-minute drive there, like to and from, but I don't know. It's tough to decide. Like, is losing out on like 30 minutes every day like, is it more worthwhile than like, you know, the pros and cons of lose 30 minutes and also probably like spend more time at the gym, but it's like also time spent with like a friend, so it's like it's not a waste of time, but it's also like the 30 minutes is a bit of a waste of time. I am still just traveling and sitting in my car driving for, 30 minutes, which probably sucks. Maybe this month, maybe I will actually, you know what, I think I actually will start going to the gym by my house because my car is so bad in the snow. Like, I don't think I'm gonna want to drive that far, and like this is like walking distance from my house. I mean, I feel like on like a leg day I'm not gonna want to walk afterwards, but it's fine, it's whatever. So maybe I will actually, because yeah, driving in the snow to go to the gym sounds like it might suck ass. So maybe for the winter I'll go to this gym. I think that is probably the plan. That kind of like that makes the most sense to me, because I don't want to put my life at risk any more than I already do. Sometimes it gets so bad and snowy and shitty that I'm like, damn, I gotta drive to work in this. Like, it's only like 20 to 30 minutes to get to work, but like, like my car just be slipping and dipping and sliding and driving and fucking all that shit on the way to work, and I'm like, I probably look like the scariest driver on the road. People probably do not want to be in front of or behind me, and I promise it's not because I'm a shit driver. It's the car. It's not me. It's the car. It doesn't have fucking 4-wheel drive. I don't even know if it has rear wheel drive. I think it's front wheel drive. So it's a little bit fucking dicey. My shit just be fishtailing out the lot, not because I'm going fast, but because I don't have a good snow car. Shit, I gotta get my oil changed and my car inspected soonish. Like, I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time for this shit. It's not a good look. Not a good look at all. I kind of just hate cars. Like, I just kind of hate them. Like, I hate driving them. I hate parking them. I hate maintaining them. Like, I'm not a car guy. Not in the slightest. I can appreciate a cool car and a nice car. And like, I guess someday I'd like to have a nice car, but also at the same time, like, if I could afford to, I'd also like to just not have to have a car. Like, that'd be kind of awesome. Like, I envy, Europe and like Asia that have like really nice train systems. Like, that'd be really nice to just be able to take the train to work. I could take the bus, but like, then you're probably losing like a lot of time on the bus, and the bus kind of sucks. It's not the best alternative. Yeah. And like Uber, like, I guess like I could Uber, if I had the money, I could just Uber everywhere, but I don't know. I don't really like that idea. I don't know. But yeah, driving sucks. Sucks ass. Don't like cars. I'm kind of afraid of cars. Because like, I've had like 2 like very minor accidents. One of them was I was going to work at my old job. Nice, we defeated fucking Mono Kappa for a second time. I think something's gonna happen here. I remember doing this. My shit's muted. Unmute your shit, dumbass. It's still muted. Wait, is it? Hold on. Let me turn up my volume. Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck you, Spike Chunsoft, you dumb idiots. Spike Chunsoft? Come on, bro. Whoever translated this, you got me so fucked up by writing clear save data. Like, no, I don't want to clear my save data. What are you, crazy? Like, deep in my heart, I'm like, I think I know what this is supposed to mean. But this is also stupid, like. Come on, bro. He goes fucking dead. This motherfucker's gonna kill me. He's gonna beat my ass. We gotta regroup. We gotta make a new guy for this. But shit. I guess that's that for this shot. I gotta make a new guy. I gotta make a cross between fucking Ibuki and, oh my god, what is his name? Ishimaru. Because I need the ice, I need one of the barriers. I think it's like ice barrier, or maybe it's like wind barrier. I need that full level. I need someone with a revive. Someone with clear debuffs, high agility. That's what we're gonna go for next time. Thank God I could I could beat him again. That was dicey. That was very dicey. I'm out. See ya.